Hello, I'm Steve with Just Dreaming. This is Captain Katya. And we want to introduce her because she's going to be crossing the Atlantic with us, but also she's going to be starting up her own YouTube channel and sharing some of her adventures and knowledge. And we found her to be a very useful source of information in Europe. And now we're in the Canary Islands, waiting for a weather passage to go to the Caribbean. And I know I don't pronounce it correctly. How do you pronounce Caribbean? Caribbean? No, the Caribbean's correct.
Caribbean is correct.
Okay, I always say Caribbean, and you say Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Anyway, you got me saying it correctly now, and pronunciation's important. So, anyway, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine, from Donetsk. I was raised there, and when I was 23, I moved to India, where I lived for 7 years. And then I've been traveling a lot and living in different countries, and then I end up now being a skipper.
So you went to India, and now you're a math major,
Yes.
right? Okay. To teach math.
To teach math.
Did you enjoy that, or?
Oh yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. What part of India were you at?
It's West Bengal.
West Bengal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not sure I know where that is.
It's
but...
where Calcutta is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Calcutta is West Bengal capital.
Calcutta, that's a big city.
It's a very big city.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah. So would you recommend traveling to India for anyone, or is that something?
I do recommend, but you need to know it in which way. You need to know culture, and this is what I was doing the last 3.5 years. I was taking tourists all over India, so I know it very well.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So, yeah. So if you need someone to give you some tips on India, get a hold of Katya. That's for sure. So did you like teaching?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Are you going to do more of that at some point, or?
I don't think so. It's already in the past.
Really?
Only I will do my kids when I will have my kids.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
But I don't have any plans to come back to teaching anymore.
All right. All right. But then you went out and got your skipper's license. Is that like the next step after India, or
Oh
what,
no,
what
it
happened?
was the next step was Ecuador. I was living in Ecuador. I went to open a banana export company, and I was doing that for 1.5 years. I went to Ecuador without knowing anybody, learn language, learn Spanish in 3 months, and start a business.
Okay. Started a business exporting bananas.
Exporting bananas.
All right. Okay. And then what happened?
And then business didn't work that well. It's a long story, but I came back to Ukraine for a few months, and I went traveling Spain and Portugal with my mom by car. And I really like Barcelona. I was like, that would be a great place to live, and it happens. And before even I came back to Ukraine, I was offered a job there in Barcelona.
Oh, okay. What did you do there then?
Management, let's say real estate management.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. So you manage like rental properties or what? Or just...
More like doing renovation of the house, like getting documents and all stuff done, communicating with architectures and doing lots of stuff.
There's a lot of paperwork when you don't want to do anything in Spain.
Oh yeah, it's a lot and takes ages.
Anything in Spain involves a lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
I've never seen so much paperwork.
True.
Our experience is similar on that. Oh man. Anyway.
Yeah. And then COVID started. I came back to Ukraine, and was living there with my mom and also traveling a lot. And last year I went to Montenegro to visit my cousin's wedding, and they have a yacht. And I was driving this yacht before, first time that I went to Montenegro, like before I went to Ecuador. And last year I had this idea that why not to get a license for a skipper and being a skipper, because this gives you a great opportunity for travel and visit new places, meeting new people. This was always my dream. So this is what I did. I went to school in Montenegro to study, to get this license. It's a quite quick course for 11 days. You already get a license, and it was very intense course.
Mm-hmm.
But then the most important is practice. So I found one boat that I like. First, I was helping my cousin for like around months and a half, something like that, with day charters, and then I went to Turkey. From Turkey, I helped another friend to deliver, like, get his boat from Turkey to Montenegro. That's around 800 miles, and and so on.
So from Montenegro to Turkey, how did that trip go?
From Turkey to Montenegro.
Oh, Turkey to Montenegro.
Yes.
How did that trip go?
It was 8 days trip because we were also waiting for a weather window. It was tough.
Was it?
It was really tough. It's through the old Greece, basically islands. It's awful. I don't advise anybody going to Greece.
Really? The Greek
Also,
islands?
Greek islands are so unexpected with the weather. It's just crazy.
Anytime we get near islands, it throws the wind into a weird, can't predict the direction.
You can't predict, and it's 2,000 islands there.
Yeah.
So this is what was happening. It was crazy. Just crazy.
We were going to go to the Greek islands and coming here. That was always going to be the plan. And but we joined a Mediterranean sailing group, and those people were having so many problems with the Greek government, with the islands, with windstorms.
Oh yeah.
We just said, no, we're not doing
yeah,
this.
That's good that you did that, because when I was studying as a skipper to get the skipper license, our teacher told, like, if you want to go, like, to get experience, don't go to Greece. But why I went there, like Turkey, because I went with very experienced sailors who had like more than 10 years experience, who did world crossing around the world. So I was like, that's a very experienced person. I knew I would learn a lot of stuff from him, and it's everything gonna be all good. So I didn't even look the weather forecast. And first 2 days it was no wind, we were motoring, and then the wind started like coming up, and in one point with the mainland crossing, when we were going from the from the islands to the mainland, and it was like one period that wind was 35 knots in our face.
Oh.
And basically all trip was wind in our face, and I didn't like it at all.
He didn't plan it very good,
He
did
did plan it, but he was like, I don't care, I just want to like go. And I was like, why you didn't wait for 2 days? Like, it would be all gone.
Right, yeah. No, you just gotta wait. You gotta wait until the weather's going your way. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's no reason to get out there and get yourself into a fight and beat the hell out of your boat, right? I mean, that's the thing. So, yeah. So then, what other trips have you done?
The next, I was planning to go in a catamaran, 11 meters, a small catamaran from Cadiz to Seychelles. Crossing means whole Mediterranean, Red Sea, Indian Ocean, down to Seychelles. And I went there to Cadiz. We spent more than months preparing a boat, although it was supposed to be prepared, but
Oh, yeah.
always something was wrong. And also, what I found out that in Spain you don't expect people to lie, like when it's something serious, like fixing something, but they do. For example, like what happened, this my friends now they asked to change impellers in the motor, and they gave like new impellers and do service for the motors, and then we are going to go and start an engine, and we see that water is not coming. So
this is the mechanics that they hired to work
yes.
on the engine?
Yeah, and they paid 300 euros for each engine.
To have the impellers changed.
Impellers and feel like all the service.
Change the oil.
All service.
Yeah,
basically.
right. Fuel filters, all that stuff.
Yeah,
right.
300. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's
right.
Per each engine.
Yeah.
So, and they got basically what we noticed that it's some problem with impeller. So we open it, and we see that it's completely trash.
Yeah.
So they put some old impellers. I don't know. Basically, they didn't even open it.
They probably never changed them at all. They probably just left the old impellers.
Yeah. So, and it was all gone. It was like trash, like really. Right. So. Don't trust anybody. If you can do something by yourself, better do it by yourself.
I don't let anyone touch my boat. Nobody touches my boat, do they? You've been with us for, a month now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see nobody touches my boat but me as far as fixing the boat. That's my job.
That's better.
It's better. Yeah, I know what I did and didn't do. And those impellers, people don't realize about impellers. Even if you don't run the motor at all, for 1 year, you still have to replace the impeller.
Yes, because it's like rubber.
Yeah, it's rubber. It just falls.
It just falls apart.
Right. It doesn't hold its shape. So, yeah. So now, you were going to go from Spain. What? How were you going to get to Seychelles? You were going to go
through the whole Mediterranean in Gibraltar and going down basically
around South Africa.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Now that would have been...
No, not South Africa. No, sorry. Mediterranean. It's entering Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Not through the Atlantic Ocean. No.
Okay.
Entering Mediterranean.
Oh.
Going...
you were in the north of Spain.
Yes. We were in Cadiz. You've been in Cadiz. You know where it is.
Yeah, okay,
So,
yeah.
In Cadiz, going Gibraltar, then North Africa.
Okay.
And then enter Suez Canal.
Oh, the Suez Canal,
yes,
right? And then go to
the Red Sea.
Oh yeah, past all the pirates.
Past all the pirates.
Oh, that's crazy! On an 11-meter catamaran.
Yes,
this is an 11-meter catamaran.
It's the same size, basically.
It's the same size boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Gil, we should do that trip. She's over here shaking her head. No.
Through the whole Mediterranean.
And the Mediterranean to me is behind me now.
Okay.
We've had some experiences.
Well, I'm big on pronunciation, so she pronounces. I pronounce it Cadiz because that's the Spanish. I'm trying to do the Spanish way, and you pronounce it Cadiz.
Cadiz, yeah.
Cadiz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, all right. But so I completely understand what you're saying. Now that would have been so. Then you just didn't do that trip.
We tried to do that, but the owner, lady, she started having really serious back problems.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. And basically what I needed to send her back to France, because what we found out in other stuff, that in Cadiz, if you're sick, better don't get sick, because they will just throw you away from the hospital. This is what happened.
Really?
Yeah. We went to the hospital. She got 3 shots of morphine.
Yeah.
And they just basically throw her out. And she was still in pain. And it was awful experience.
Now, was she a Spanish citizen?
No, she's French.
French citizen.
So
in Spain.
Yeah.
But so the EU health insurance doesn't take
No.
care of you from one
I
country
think
to
you
another?
need to have some special insurance for that, and she didn't have. Like she had French insurance, so I just told her that it doesn't work if you want to get cured. Like basically, you need to go to a private hospital, and that was crazy expensive,
Okay.
very expensive.
Yeah.
So what we did, I insisted her to going back to France to go to the hospital because it was really bad. She couldn't even move or go into bathroom. It was so much pain for her. So she went to Paris, and her doctor. We started traveling down. We went to Barbate, and we were waiting for a weather window to cross Gibraltar. And then she called and told that trip is cancelled because her doctor told that for 6 months or a year she can't do such kind of travel.
Oh.
So
So
trip
they
was
left the
cancelled.
boat there and the trip was canceled.
Yes.
I see. Now, when I got a hold of you, you were in the north of Spain, right?
Yeah, I was. It was that this trip was supposed to be last year, and there was a lot of stuff happening later. Then I was planning to go. The next trip was to go from Ibiza to US last year on a monohull 15 meters. And I went to Ibiza. We spent there a week. We started journey. We came to Cartagena,
Uh-huh.
and trip was cancelled again.
Now, that's 50 meters or 15 meters?
15.
15 meters. Okay.
Oh, 1.5.
I thought
1.5.
50 meters.
No,
Holy
no, 15. 15.
Okay.
Well, 15 meters is a good size.
Oh, that's
It's
a
a
bigger
good
boat. That's a big
size.
boat. Yeah, right.
It's a good
So,
size,
yeah.
nice boat,
Yeah.
monohull. But the trip was cancelled again, not depending on me.
That's the boat you pointed out to me in
Yes.
Cartagena
Yes.
when we were there.
Mhm.
Because
Yes.
it's
Mhm,
still
it's
there.
Still there.
It's
Yeah.
still there.
Right, right.
Yeah, but the trip was cancelled because of technical issues and crew issues, let's say. We were coming from Ibiza to Cartagena facing a 45 knots wind. Everybody was like really seasick.
Mhm.
And it was 5 persons, me, owner's granddaughter who was 16 years old, and friend of the owner who has like asthma or something, and he was smoking. So at the end it was only me and the owner who were always keeping a night watch and like doing everything, because and it was another girl from Sweden who didn't even appear for a minute
On the bridge?
Yeah, nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end, it was also some problems with autopilot, and the owner told that we can't do that.
Yeah.
So again, it was cancelled. So I came back to Ukraine. I spent a few months in Ukraine, and then war started.
Yeah.
When war started, I came to Barcelona, staying there for a few months, and then I decided to come back to my sailing because it was summer coming, summer season here in the Mediterranean. So I found a job on a catch, 22 meters. I was staying there for 5 months and preparing boat first for a travel, and then we did a travel from Spain to Sardinia, where we stayed for 2.5 months and going around, visiting all the islands, and then came back to Spain.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Well, that was a good
really-
trip then.
That was a really good trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before we met, I was gonna go to another big trip from Spain. It's near Barcelona, to England.
Oh.
And very beautiful also catch, 20 meters catch, 20 meters.
Uh-huh.
And we started the journey. We went to Portugal, and again trip was cancelled because of the weather conditions in the Bay of Biscay.
That's the Bay of Biscayne. If you don't know, that's a bitch. You gotta.
That's true. That's true. That's how it is. Like weather was there up to 10 meters waves. So it's just a crazy. Like you have to be
That'd be 30
insane.
feet.
That's 30-foot waves if you
need to
don't
be
do the conversion.
insane
Yeah.
To go there. So
Yeah. It's we.
Is that the channel between?
That's before you get
England.
to England,
before you get to
Before.
England.
but you got to cross it,
Yeah.
and it's just I mean, every time I looked at it, it was like hell on earth. Who would want to do that? I mean,
yeah,
you got to be You got to be a serious sailor. You want to do that?
I was planning to do that.
Probably
I
a
was like,
20-foot catch is the right boat for that kind of work.
It is, and it's so nice, stable. Good.
Yeah,
but
that's-
it's
or
just
20
like if
20
you
meters.
get like this kind of weather conditions when you have 35 knots more wind, you fight with it. You don't have any choice. But if you know that this thing happen, you don't go there.
Right.
When it's just it's not clever.
Right.
You definitely can't sail through that, can you?
You have to tack. You're just in for a fight. You're just in for a serious fight, the fight of your life. And then, well, when we sailed from Horta down the Portugal coast, so the wind is constantly going with us. It was a very strong wind.
Mm-hmm.
You can only imagine what that would be like trying to go against that
Mm-hmm.
wind. I mean, because it's like the wind that's going to take us to the United States. It's actually a trade wind. It's actually almost always there, and it's always strong. So yeah, it'd be very, very difficult.
Yeah, how the skipper that was in that boat told that to go there, you will not only can damage boat, but it's also you make a danger for everybody who is present there. And it's only like you go from inside the boat to the helm, you can get like really severe damage,
Yeah.
like to yourself.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You can, so it's not wise.
Yeah, well, we haven't had an exactly smooth ride out here to the Canary Islands, so I mean, you can get damage just coming in and out of the passageway on this boat, and it's a nice big passageway, but it's still the boat throws you around. You're being thrown around constantly,
Yeah. We have places to grab.
And
you
it's
know.
closed. This space is closed. There it's open.
Mhm.
Right.
In a bigger boat.
It's like this is what you were talking like about also, that is the sketch was completely open outside. It doesn't have any.
So there's no weather protection at all.
Not
You
weather
step out the
protection.
companionway, you're in you're in the air. Yeah,
That's
in
true.
the air, the sun, the wind, the rain, whatever.
Yeah, and when you have the swell like 10 meters or no.
Yeah. Before we put our hardtop on this boat and put the covers all around it, the previous owner used to wear goggles, scuba goggles. When the rain would come, he'd put on his scuba goggles.
Wind too. My gosh, you can really burn your eyes with extra.
Yeah, you can.
I can see where that would have come in handy.
Yeah,
Very
it's
handy.
better. It's better than nothing. So anyway,
Yeah.
all right.
So,
Well, anyway, so we've made a 9-day passage to the Canary Islands from Cartagena, and then it was like 3 or 4 days before that, right?
No, more than that.
Was it?
Yeah. It was 2 days to Castellón,
Yeah.
and from Castellón it was 3 nights.
Oh, really? To get to
Yes.
Cartagena?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how much time flies? So,
it does. I didn't remember
So
that
that
either.
was
That
so
length of
we
time.
basically been 14 days on.
Well, when you're up day and night, you can't count days because you
Yeah.
didn't sleep.
Yeah, right. The days just meld one into. You're just going through the motions of the next thing to do, whatever the next thing to do is. So, anyway, we are going to probably look for a weather window to go to Cape Verde, and then from Cape Verde to
Barbados.
Barbados. Yes, Barbados. I
We're-
pronounce it Barbados, not Barbados.
Okay. Doesn't matter how you pronounce
maybe
it.
Grenada.
She's better on the pronunciation. What?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Where does
Then we'll go to Grenada, but Barbados is the closest land.
I haven't even
So-
seen that
so
island.
anyway, So Katya is gonna get her own channel going here, and this will probably be her introduction video. And there's a lot of we do sit down and weather planning together, and kind of try to show you how we're gonna plan that and what we're gonna use for sales and paths and that kind of thing. So that'll be on her channel, so you'll get to know how the backstory of how you plan a passage or how you continue a passage. So
And what you do when you're on an island when you can't do the passage.
Well, we get a lot of that. We get a lot of time, just like she's saying, broken boat time. Broken boat time. We get a lot of broken boat time and a lot of weather window waiting time. So.
And time to explore the city, the island,
yeah.
Place you're in.
She's got it all planned out on this island. We're at. I know I won't say it right, so I'm gonna let you say the island we're at.
Lanzarote.
Lanzarote. Okay, so that's
Lanzarote.
in the Canary Islands. And if you don't know, she doesn't agree, but I think the Canary Islands look like canaries.
And I do too. And one of the canaries has an egg.
Yeah, there's an egg. So they look like little birds. That's why they're named the Canary Islands. These Spanish people, they knew what they were doing.
So if you ever wondered why they named them the Canary Islands, that's what we think.
Yeah.
That's our.
Now your mom is still in Ukraine.
Yes.
Yeah, and and in Kiev.
Kiev.
Yeah, so you talk to her a lot, and yeah, so that's a concern, but and what was her profession? She was.
My mom?
Yeah.
She's an engineer.
An engineer.
But now she's a psychologist. She just got her second degree this January. She
Really?
Master degree, yeah.
Wow.
In psychology.
Cool.
Her 57.
What does she think about her?
Never too old to get a degree.
No, 57
I
again.
plan on getting a degree when we get out.
Good. I am also planning to get my degree.
What are you gonna do?
I have different ideas.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're taking it all. We're all taking life one day at a time here. So that's what we're doing. And anyway, thanks for joining us on SV Just Dreaming, and we're looking forward to getting Katya's new YouTube channel up and running, which will be called Captain Katya. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. That's cool. That's cool. We're going to get you going. All right. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
It is sunset officially now.